head over to losingmymind.com to check out our latest song, Genocide. Support our work. Now, onto the show. From The Verge. Ah, yes, The Verge of all websites. They're a lefty website. Twitter tells advertisers that user growth is at all-time highs under Elon Musk. And then they add, but will that be enough for advertisers to come back? Yeah, it's pointless. You don't need to ask that question. Since Musk's takeover, Twitter's monetizable daily users growth has accelerated more than 20%, while Twitter's largest market, the U.S., is growing even more quickly, according to an internal fact obtained by The Verge that was shared with Twitter's sales team on Monday. All right, that's the news right there. But this is why it's important. Because right now we are seeing a bunch of leftists, these people who go on Twitter and just scream all day, they're getting banned. Kathy Griffin's gone. This guy, Rich Summers, gone. Sarah Silverman backed down. I love this. These people who are like, screw you, Elon, I'll do whatever I want. Well, a bunch of them went nuts. Ethan Klein, Kathy Griffin, for instance, defied warnings and impersonated Elon Musk with a verification badge, which has always been against the rules, and they're gone. Bye-bye. You're out of the conversation. Now, look, that's not the end of their careers, of course. I mean, Kathy Griffin, maybe. She had nothing left to begin with. Nobody wants to hire her. All she really had was her Twitter. But, Ethan, he hosts a podcast, so he'll be able to keep working. He's just out of the Twitter space. Sarah Silverman, she posted that she was locked out of her account and then quickly obeyed the rules and then started saying what Elon Musk was doing, if true, would actually be very, very amazing. So I find this to be quite hilarious that all their huffing and puffing, it's not working. In fact, Elon Musk taking over has made Twitter better.
Yeah, by the way, Elon just tweeted a couple minutes ago, quote, Twitter usage is at an all-time high, LOL, and then goes on in a subtweet saying, I just hope the servers don't melt. Now, a lot of people are bringing up the controversy when it comes to the banning of a lot of these celebrities who, again, didn't follow the rules, were warned, and they still decided to kind of push the limits here. But at the end of the day, I definitely disagree with Kathy Griffin. I definitely disagree with H3H3. But at the end of the day, I hope there is some redemption for these individuals. But some people are thinking that this is going to be a larger strategy when it comes to bringing back a lot of different people. So other people are saying that this could be potentially 4D chess as a way to bring back the unbanned people and not have as much controversy and try to appease some people by saying, you know what, I'll bring back H3H3, but also so does Alex Jones. I'll bring back Kathy Griffin, but so will, of course, the Babylon Bee. And then, of course, have a kind of concerted strategic effort on banning people. I think that's what might be happening here.
Yeah, I mean, Musk clearly wants to bring all these people back on the platform. He clearly wants Babylon Bee and all these guys back. He's just got to figure out how to do it to not lose everybody. And I think that he's not going to lose everybody. I think advertisers are going to jump back on. They're going to make a ton of money this way. Advertisers don't care. We know they don't care. It's obvious they don't care. During Pride Month, when they have all their big flags and they have trans everything, and they're super stoked about that all over the Anglosphere. And then you look at their advertising in Saudi Arabia and it's just black and white.
Yeah,
there's no pride anywhere. They don't care. They just want to go where the money is. And honestly, that is what they should be doing. They should be accountable to their shareholders, and that's what they should do.
No quarter. No quarter for these leftists on Twitter.
Huh? Okay.
No, look. If you come to me,
I say put them all on.
If you come to me, so Sargon, Carl Benjamin gets banned, and they all say, well, he broke the rules. He deserves to be banned. And it's like, he got banned for sarcastically insulting white supremacists or neo-Nazis or whatever. He was calling them a racial slur. This was Twitter, so not the YouTube thing. He was calling them, let's say, anti-Semitic slur. And I could be wrong, 'cause it's been a long time, but his point was he was calling them what they hated as a way to demean them because he doesn't like that kind of stuff. They banned him. These leftists then all say, good riddance, good. And so they're okay with censorship. They don't agree with free speech. Now that Elon Musk is in charge and saying, here are the rules, and they're whining and complaining, there is absolutely no way I will defend people. Think about how mean it would be to actually try and get them back on the platform. That means they come out and say, I believe in these values. And then I go, no, I'm going to reject your values and apply different values to you. No. They don't want free speech. I will not defend their free speech. That's exactly what they want and what they believe in. So that means permanent bans for all of these people. Ethan Klein, Kathy Griffin, don't care. Goodbye. Ethan Klein has praised cancel culture. He's praised bannings before. Kathy Griffin, of course. Okay, then. Guys. Live by, you reap what you've sown.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
totally
more
disagree.
than happy for you.
I totally
disagree
disagree
too.
with that too. Because the thing is, like, the reason you have values isn't because you want, you have values because you hold them across the board for everybody. You don't apply your values, based on what the other people believe. It's like if somebody believes in euthanasia and you're a doctor and you don't believe in euthanasia, you're not going to help.
If there's a bunch of houses and we all agree, okay, if a house starts on fire, we will all come together to help put the fire out and rebuild the home for you because we're in this together. And then a fire starts and one guy sits back laughing and we're like, hey, are you gonna help? He's like, no, I don't care. It's good the fire's burning. And I'll be like, okay, dude, whatever. Then one day his house is on fire and he goes, help, my house is on fire. I'm gonna sit back and be like, bro, you ain't getting anything from me. I'm not gonna sit here and give all of my goodwill to people who exploit it. Now,
yeah, that means your values don't mean anything.
No,
if you don't apply them
it
in every
absolutely
setting.
does. It absolutely does. We've had this conversation quite a bit about defending free speech. And for a long time I said, well, you know what? When these people advocate for the destruction of the public discourse, we must still defend their free speech. No. When someone comes and says, I don't like what you say and I don't want you to say it, and we argue about it, that's fine. But if someone is actively destroying everything, yeah, I'm not going to defend them. They agree, they believe in this. They agree with it. You see my point?
I see your point. I just disagree with it.
There was a period where, on this show and on other shows, we've talked about, it's like, no, I know these people, no. Because what ends up happening is every single time these people advocate for things to get worse, and they do. And then what did we keep doing? Sitting down, crossing our legs, like, no, we have to be fair. Mm-hmm. Rick Santorum came on this show and said, we can't impeach Joe Biden. We have to be fair. And it's like, dude, the guy committed crimes. And he's like, we don't play those games. I am sick of this. I am done with it. I believe in free speech for people who agree with free speech. If you believe I should have a right to speak and you should have a right to speak, then I will stop anyone from censoring you because you are actively participating in making things better. But if you're the arsonist going around burning down houses, then I say no quarter for you. Get that out. These are destructive people who are burning everything down.
What if the fire gets too crazy and it affects your house? That's another analogy here. And I do believe Biden should be absolutely impeached. And I absolutely disagree with everything. I think some of their behavior was absolutely disgusting, especially Kathy Griffin with the Trump mask,
the Trump head.
The Trump head. That was absolutely
but
just
that's
immoral.
Not the issue.
Yeah.
The issue is they were actively getting people banned. And now, when the rules are applied to them, and get this, Elon changed the rules for these people. That also pissed me off. The rules have always been, if you're verified, you cannot impersonate people. What did Elon say? I'm changing the rules for all of these unhinged leftists. You're now allowed to do it so long as you put parody in your name.
So long as you say it's parody,
and they still wouldn't do it, so they got banned. Well, this is not so much even about the analogy of people, of someone refusing to help with my house is on fire and he won't help. No. This is the guy who set the fire. These are people who went around actively attacking the right of speech. Mm-hmm. If that is your principles, I say you live by them. Yeah. And I'm not going to defend you. Kathy Griffin wants to post a picture for what Trump said. I will defend her right when they try to censor her. She actively encourages censorship. I'm going to say you live by the sword. Yeah. Congratulations.
I think everyone deserves a road to redemption.
I totally agree with that.
I think they should be able to be able to be a part of the conversations. They should, of course, not be permanently banned from ever being on a platform that is a major communication highway, that we should understand where their voices are coming from in order to battle their bad ideas, because if we just shun them to the side, they're going to grow and fester.
I agree. I really want Meghan Murphy back on the platform.
Yeah.
I agree. However, I will not in any way lift a single finger to help them. That's it.
I'm listening to this. I agree with both of your points. Like, I see where you're coming from and I see where you're coming from. I'm going to need like a couple days to think about this because you both make great points. It's do you think there's any chance that Ethan could come around based on this experience, or do you think he's too stubborn?
One more time, sorry.
Could Ethan come around on the idea of free speech based on this experience? Could this be eye-opening for him, perhaps?
He praised cancel culture. So whenever negative things are applied to him, he talks about how he's an advocate for free speech. Mm-hmm. When bad things happen to other people, he talks about how you're being held to certain standards and facing consequences. It's nonsense. Yeah. It's hypocrisy. It is. So look,
Well, he's
If
a
you-
smart enough guy to become successful, right?
This is
So maybe he'll come around. I'd be interested to see if he has a different perspective after this. And he's made videos about me, by the way, and I've never minded that. But I'd be curious to see if he comes around based on this. Could be a teachable
No,
moment for him.
I doubt it. He's saying Elon Musk killed comedy. Dude broke the rules, defied the warnings, broke the rules again, and now it's a stunt. But I'll tell you, the way I see this is we're part of a big community. We agree with the principle of free speech. People like this have lied, cheated, and stolen their way to gain followers and gain power. Their principles flicker and blow with the wind, and it is completely meaningless what they say. So when they come out now and say, no, I'm for free speech, I'll be like, listen, I'm going to hold you to the standards you asked me to hold you to. If somebody was in my house and they kept smashing things, I would kick them out. But you're making them homeless. You're making them, so what? You were smashing things up. I don't want people to be homeless. I think people, should have a chance. But at a certain point, someone is so destructive, chaotic, that you just say, I'm not doing it. If Kathy Griffin got banned for just the Trump head, I'd be like, no. That's a really, really dangerous path to go with that kind of art. But I don't think we should be banning that. The difference here is these are people who actively fight against free speech. And I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm not going to let arsonists in my house. If we're all in agreement that we shouldn't commit arson, we're good. You can make a campfire. You're not doing arson. You go to my house, start setting fires. I'm not going to sit here and be like, nah, it's all right. I believe in the people have a right to be warm. It's like, no, that's totally different. There's a difference. It's just, look.
I don't know about that analogy. I mean, I don't know.
There's a lot of analogies here that we can interpret in many different ways.
If you sit back and let people constantly smack you in the face, and then when you say stop, they go, they're going around punching people. Another analogy for you. And then you just say like, well, I don't believe in violence, so we're going to let them keep doing it. It's like, no way, dude.
Well, that's the pacifist
you arrest
view,
them.
right?
You stop
that's the
them.
pacifist view. Is if
Right.
somebody's attacking
So-
you, you don't attack
But
them
words
back.
aren't violence.
So listen,
Right.
by all means, I think Ethan and Kathy Griffin have a right to speech. I think that them getting banned was actually kind of dumb. Elon should just lock their accounts until they change it, and then lock it again until they change it. It's just you can't, and they take away the verification badge. Another thing you can do is if you change your name and parody someone, your icon changes to a gesture cap permanently. So if Kathy Griffin wants to parody Elon, she gets a permanent gesture cap. However, I will not advocate for nor lift a finger for these people to get their accounts back.
Or just put a notice underneath their profile. Hey guys, these guys impersonate other individuals. Be careful, they might be scamming you, or
parody
something
tag.
like that. Yeah,
Elon
or something like that.
So they have the candidate tag, put a parody tag under their name the first time they do it and forever. That's it.
So
And
do you feel that it should be permanently banned, or that they should do that other solution that you said?
I think if you change your profile to impersonate someone without labeling it parody, they should first lock your account and say, as a verified account, you cannot impersonate. Change your profile picture and your name, or add parody to your account and apply the jester icon. And then if you say no, you can go back to being your regular verified self. If you then keep doing it, then Twitter forcibly puts the parody under your name permanently and a gesture icon. But there's nothing wrong with that if you're an actual comedy account.
I thought that was a great suggestion. So do you think that they should be left banned, or do the suggestion that you said there?
So just that I said, but I will never, if I ever see Elon Musk, not a single word will be muttered of these people in any way to bring their accounts back. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to advocate for arsonists to be restored. Do I think they deserve free speech? Yes. Will I defend anybody who fights for free speech? Yes, but I'm done letting arsonists run amok and then acting like, oh, I'll say it again. When Rick Santorum said we can't impeach Joe Biden because we are better than that, I'm like, dude, they are running roughshod over you right now. They have arrested and charged a bunch of pro-lifers. Meanwhile, right now, there are protesters at Amy Coney Barrett's house. Maybe not right now, but in the past day or so. There's a clear problem of double standards here, and I'm not going to sit back and just be like, well, I'm going to consistently apply my values to evil people who are burning things down.
Hey, comparing someone or someone's argument to a Rick Santorum argument is a low blow. First of all, that's not fair. He is not a man of the people, and I definitely disagree with him
Do you
on
think
this
he used to
particular.
be?
I don't know. He's a very weird politician, but again, mainline, middle of the road. I think again the criticism of him is absolutely fair. I don't know. I don't think it could be attributed to this larger conversation.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.